Hello, it's me, Angel, the crazy girl or woman, whatever. I decided that seems how my husband is playing his video games downstairs. I'd kick it with my, where'd she go? There she is. My daughter.
Hello.
Up here in my room. I decided it to be funny to try and talk like this, just to see if I can do it. Don't know, it is quite, really, I think. But I figured we'd do a crazy funny video. It would just be crazy funny. Haha.
Crazy marvelous.
Oh yeah, we is my butters. Anyway. Yep. Notice some videos get views, some don't. But I guess that's okay, huh? Maybe not. I don't know. Do you know? Do ya? Do you really? Because I don't. Anyway, we had an eventful day today. Oh my god, my hair is a mess. Who cares? I don't care. Anyway, just getting it out of the ponytail. Oh, it feels so good. Short hair. I hate it. I hate it. I hate short hair. I wish I was like, rich and could afford like really nice wigs, because I would totally rock a few cool ones. But I'm not rich. So I have to deal with this crappy short hair. And you might be thinking, well, if you like long hair so much, then why'd you cut it? I had no choice. I had brain surgery in December. So I have short hair. Oh, do you like my nails? Do you like my nails? I painted my nails, like, by myself. I let them grow, and then I painted them. So, yeah. But anyway, we had an eventful day today. We ran errands. And then we went to Walmart. And we bought clothes for my ever-growing body over there. Teenagers suck. Did you know that? They grow, and then they need clothes. And then they keep growing, and they need more clothes. And I used to be a teenager too, so I know. It was me knocking on your brain. Anyway, so I noticed on our drive that there are some people who are rude as fuck. Like, okay, I understand if it's like a dark area and there's no street lights, you need your high beams, right? But not if you're behind another vehicle. Do you know why? Well, for those of you who are there when it comes to the rules of the road, ow, Phil, that was my back, you douche.
Don't give her.
Anyway, what you thanks for the positivity. But anyway, your high beams happen to reflect on the side mirrors and the rear view mirror, and it bounces around inside the vehicle, and it makes it really hard for the person that's driving in front of you to see, because not only do they have your moronic headlights, like high beams, flashing in their car, but they have the lights of the cars in front of them. So when you're behind a vehicle, turn off the high beams. Like, for real. Even when you're coming onto a car, you're supposed to turn it off until you get past the vehicles in the oncoming lane, and then you can safely turn them back on so you don't blind fellow drivers. Because then you would have to deal with someone like me who would be a total bitch and be like, look, asshole, this accident was caused by your stupid freaking lights reflecting in my mirrors and blinding me. So And you don't want that because I'm pretty mean. I'm one of those people, I'll just pull you out of your windshield. Because I don't care. At that point, I don't care. And if they ask how it happened, be like, I guess dude wasn't wearing his seatbelt. And when he hit the back of my car, he flew out. I don't know. Don't ask me. Psh, whatever. Anyway. There's so much craziness on the road nowadays, huh, Foofy? This is my Cody bear. We named him Cody when we got him, but he's so fluffy, we just call him Foofy. 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 Me Foofy. My Foofy. I love you too.
Did he seriously just lick you?
Yes, he did. He gave me kisses. He gave me kisses. Because he's my Foofy. I love you.
Cody, dude, stop.
I love you.
Cody.
He's like, what?
I love you.
And he's like, sure.
He's like, sure, pet. Oh,
You know, I don't understand. I mean, I'm trying to make YouTube videos because I'm like bored. But I really don't understand how people can record everything they do. Like, why? Are people that interested in like the daily functions of somebody else's life? Maybe. What do you think, Foof? Apparently his life is, I love you, so I shall lick you incessantly.
until you love it.
I already love it. Just stop.
No. I'm Foofy, and I do as I want when I want to.
Say hi to YouTube. Hi, YouTube. My name is Cody, but everybody calls me Foofy because I'm so floofy and I'm so cute and adorable, and they just love me.
What sound was that? What sound did you just make?
Ah.
No.
No, yes. It's for tube you.
That's not a thing.
Yes, it is. It's a new thing.
He does end up stopping after you kiss him.
Usually. He's like, fine.
Cody! That's how you calm down a Foof.
Until he's like, no, I was playing with my mommy. Arr,
Then what?
arr,
Crap, what you were doing?
arr,
I'm sister, you're my dude.
arr, 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 I. Arra, arra, arra. So, what do you peoples like to do in your everyday life? Like, what do you like to do? Do you like to play with foofies? Do you like to play with kitties? Do you like to play with children? Do you like to play with adults? Do you like to play video games? What do you like to do? I like to do whatever.
Wow, this one makes the colors look 10 times more vibrant.
Well, yeah, it's a better phone.
Why? It's very, very sticky bright.
I figure if I'm gonna do videos, I'm gonna do whatever the I want to.
That's not a word.
And if you like whatever, then cool. If you don't, then don't watch. Shazat. Ah. You know, that's one thing I'm curious about. especially when it comes to like Facebook. People get so mad because you post what the hell you want, and then they ask you not to post it because it offends them. Or they're like, could you like block that? Or could you like cover it? Because like, ew, I don't want to see that. It's called scroll past. There's also 3 little dots, usually typically on most every post. And if you tap those 3 dots, there's something called hide this post. Then you don't have to see it, nor do you get the notifications for it. And then people want to whine and complain because they get notifications because they commented. Well, fruitcake. If you didn't like it, love it, angry face it, sad face it, wow face it, whatever the hell it is, or thumbs up it, okay, or comments, you would not get notifications for it. But you chose to be a twat waffle, and you chose to comment and make an emoji, and therefore you will get the notifications for every comment thereafter until you tap on little buttons, those 3 little buttons, and you can stop notifications for that post. Not to mention, like I said, the ever wonderful option of scrolling, which you already do, hence how you found the post in the first place. Scroll past, block, unfollow, unfriend. There are so many options other than being a total asshole because somebody posted something you and your oversensitive, fragile mind doesn't like. There are at least 50 to 55 posts a day on my Facebook page that I could care less about. Instead of commenting on them, I scroll by because there's no need for me to be an asshole because people post shit I don't like. It's their page, okay? So this is how I'm going to iterate it for you because this is how it works for you. This is how it works for everybody with a Facebook or Instagram or any other social media. So you have your phone, ergo this, because we're not doing live. My phone's not able to do the live yet. Only my computer. So you have your phone, tablet, computer, ergo, etc. Whatever, okay? And on the device that you paid for or somebody gifted to you, now hence it being yours, you download the app. You create the email. You create the password. You create the account. It is your account on your device, giving you the ability to post whatever you want. Same for everybody else with social media. They have their electronics with their app downloaded and their account attached to it so they can post whatever they want to. It is not up to you what other people post. It is not up to you what other people say. It is only up to you how you react to it. And therefore, you, just like everybody else, should have no right whatsoever to tell other people what they can, cannot, should not post, along with what they can, cannot, should not say. It is not up to you. And there's even the people that complain about the comments they get on their posts. It's like, oh my God, so this person is just so negative on all my posts and blah, 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 blah. Okay, I'm going to give it to you real quick, okay? Let me move my glasses because my eyes itchy. Okay, so if you're going to post things, whether they're funny, whether they're happy, whether they're sad, whatever, you are going to probably get a vast array of comments. You are going to get good comments and you're going to get negative comments. That's typically what happens when you post. However, I just wish people quit being such assholes because, like I said, the main thing I always see is the whole, you shouldn't post that. Why? It's my page. I can post whatever I want to. Just like you can post whatever you want to. I don't tell you what to post on your page, so don't tell me what to post on mine. Not to mention that social media has just become another playground for bullies to do their thing. Now, if you're like me, you'll look at those negative comments and sometimes you'll respond in a not so positive way because you've just had enough for the day, and so you kind of let it all hang out. And then you have the days where you're just like, you know what, I am so totally not going to stoop to your level. So instead of being a total jackass like you're being right now, I'm going to go ahead and be nice and just say, you know what, it's okay. You're entitled to your opinion. I got my opinion. Have a nice day. What I hate the most is when you tell people, okay, you have your view, I have mine, have a nice day. They decide to continue and continue and continue. And then when you snap and you get all irritated and you get all upset, then you the bad guy. And it's like, no, I told you. You believe what you want. I believe what I want. Have a nice day. In other words, let it go. Leave it be. Enough. Does that happen? No, they think that means keep commenting. And again, then they get all mad because it doesn't go well. And it's like, well, you totally had the option to go away and you didn't. I swear to God, the world we live in is so fucked. You know, and as a woman, you know, you think about having kids, and not all women do, because there's someone out there who are just like totally against kids, always have been, probably always will be. That's just their preference, and that's okay. But for some women like me, we dream as kids about becoming parents. We pretend with our stuffed animals, we pretend with our dolls, we pretend with our friends. We just, all in all, pretend to be parents. And as we get older, we picture, you know, who we might marry and where we're going to live, the kind of job we're going to have, and it just goes on, right? And so then, for those of us who are able to be blessed with having children, whether you adopt, you're a surrogate or had a surrogate, or you were able to have your own. Either way, if you have children in your home and they call you mom, you're a mom. And you look at them and you just see so much. You see so much potential. You see so much you want to see them achieve, so much you want to see them do in life. And so you start planning out their future. You know, you try to figure out the things you'd like to see them do and whatnot. And of course, there's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, you have to realize your children are not you. They're going to have their own ideas, their own thoughts, their own dreams, and their own goals. But then you see the world that you've brought them into, and it's like, just, really? This is the kind of world I'm bringing my kid into and letting them grow up in? Are you serious? This is how it's going to be? And this isn't how it was when I was a kid. We didn't have social media because I was born in 1986. And that's the year that the internet came out. Back then it was that dial-up crap where, God, you had to have it hooked up to your home phone. So if the phone rang and you were just trying to connect to the internet, good luck. Try again next time. But, you know, we didn't have social media quite yet. The internet was just getting going. People still wrote handwritten letters. People still talked face-to-face or picked up a phone and called. Nowadays, we say everything over social media. We get mad if a text message isn't answered, and so on and so forth. But before, like I was saying, when we wrote letters, we knew that, number one, it took a while for the letter to get there. Number two, we realized you have a life outside of writing me back. And so we knew it was going to take a while to get a letter back. And lo and behold, weeks later, maybe months later, a wonderful response letter showed up in your mail. And you were so excited to get that letter and open it and read it and find out what's been going on. And what did they say in response to all that you wrote? Those are fun times. At least for me, they were. And guess what? This girl is known to still handwrite letters. Why? Because that's not something I want to ever be forgotten. And I want my children to know how to handwrite a letter, put a stamp on it, stick it in the mail and say,
I know how to.
Well, of course you do, but think about all the kids that don't. Oh my God, it's horrible. Horrible. You know, now it's all about electronics. And some of us parents, we do it to ourselves. You know, not me, because my children know there's a time to sit down and play on your electronics, and there's a time to get off your butt and do something else, like help with chores and go outside and play on days when it's not freezing cold outside. And if you're going to play when it's freezing cold outside, then bundle your ass up and go have some fun in the snow. When you come back in, you drop your soaking wet cold clothes and the dirty clothes, and you go take yourself a nice hot shower so you don't catch a cold. You know, kids nowadays that are younger than my kids and even the same age, it's appalling. Especially the fact that nowadays kids don't have any standards. You know, it's not the kids that don't have standards, it's the parents that don't have standards for their kids. They don't have rules, they don't have boundaries. They want to be more of their kid's little buddy and their friend than they do their parent. Now, I want to be my kid's best friend because what mom doesn't? I want to be the kind of friend / mother that they know that they can come to about anything and they can talk to about anything. And
you're right, you kind of looked at it like, what the freaking...
Well, I'm trying to figure out what the heck he's doing. What are you doing, Foofy? And so then the kids get out of control, and then the parents wonder later, why doesn't my kid ever listen to me? I wish my kids behaved like yours. That's because I am not afraid to whoop their ass if they need it. And then I see these parents that are getting punched and choke slammed up against a wall and stuff by their kids. Dude, my kids know if they ever put their hands on me out of anger like that, they are going to get dropped real quick. I don't care how old they are. They will get their ass drop kicked straight to hell. And then I will yank them from the pits of hell by their hair and do it again. So that they know never to put their hands on me. Because guess what? If I ever tried to put my hands on my mama, dude, at 32 years old, my dad would whoop my ass to China and leave me there. And he wouldn't put me in the nice place of China. No, he put me way down in the freaking, you gonna learn how to make rice. You're gonna learn how to grow it and pull it and whatever, however you all do your rice. I love your rice, by the way. But they're gonna grab a whole, no, dude, no, you just don't. And so for all you kids that think you cool because you think you grown and you can do what you want and put your hands on your parents, bro. If you lived in my area and your mama was my friend and I heard that you was putting your hands on her, I can guarantee you I'd be kicking your ass myself because maybe your mama doesn't got the balls to do it. Because she love you and she don't want to hurt your precious little feelings. No. I'd whoop your ass for her. And show her how to whoop your ass so the next time you want to think you grown and you can do whatever, she'll know how to whoop your ass. And then you might think, well, I'll just call 911. Really? Dude, you put your hands on your mom. Because what? She told you to go clean your room? Told you had to be home by 10? What? Today's generation gives me a headache. Y'all just think you can do whatever, whenever, however. And mommy and daddy are just supposed to supply you with whatever the flippin' hell you want, when you want it, and for nothing in return. That's not how it works in my house. You want something, you better do something to earn it, because I don't play that game.
Some of my sisters do.
You heard that? 13-year-old telling you. They want something at the store, like a new toy or a movie or a video game, and it's not Christmas or birthday.
Our rooms are clean, and Mom says that if you can keep cleaning and help out by Friday on Dad's payday, we'll get you one thing from Walmart.
And when those rules are followed, do we follow through?
Yes.
Incentive. And what happens if you don't do those things?
Then we don't get the new toy or the things we wanted.
See, parents and children, that's how you're supposed to parent. Hey, Foofy. That's how you're supposed to parent, okay? You want to get your kids stuff? Cool, that's fine. Get your kids stuff. However, incentive. You should not be doing all the housework, including their room. At the age of 6, I'm done. Once my kids all turned 6, and I told them, starting with my oldest, I told her, once you turn 6, you on your own. You're going to clean your room because I've spent from the time you were 2 till then showing you how to do it, helping you to do it, walking you through it. By the time you turn 6, I'm not doing it for you anymore. And guess what? I don't. And I didn't. And each time my other children hit that same age bracket, I told them the same thing. Just like Lay. When she turned 6, I didn't help her clean her room anymore. Now that you're getting ready to turn 6, I ain't going to help you anymore. You're on your own. And so by the time all 3 kids were 6 years old, they knew how to clean up their own room, make their own bed, put away their own clothes, which I washed, dried, and folded for them. They put it all away. They had to clean up their toys and put them away themselves because if it was left out, it got thrown away. Depending on what it was. If it was something really expensive or something that was a gift from somebody else, I put it away and they had to earn it back by doing their chores. Over the years, my kids have learned to cook. They've learned to clean the entire house because we've done things where I did all the chores except their room. I did all of it to show them, what it's like picking up after everybody and what's supposed to happen, how I want things clean. And then I turned around and I had them do everything. I didn't do a damn thing. I made them do it. Laundry, dishes, sweeping, mopping, all of it. And you want to know what? They had a new appreciation for me as their mother because they saw how much hard work it is trying to keep a house clean after 5 people, 2 adults and 3 kids. So they learned really quick that it isn't that easy, to try to keep up after all these people. There's always so much laundry and so many dishes, and it's a lot of work. So now we work together. They keep their rooms clean, I keep mine clean. They help with the chores around the house and try to make it easier for everybody because it is a team effort. We all live here, we all make a mess, and we all should clean it up. That is how you be a good parent. You teach your kids how to do things correctly so that when they get out into the big bad world, they're not oblivious and stupid as to what the hell is going on and not calling on you and daddy all the time to fix it for them. They have to learn how to fix things for themselves. Also, as a parent, you need to learn when to put your electronics down, your devices. Tell your friends you're busy for the night and focus on your kids. Pay attention to their body language. Pay attention to what they're doing. My daughter can be sitting next to me. I'll be doing my thing. She'll be doing hers. And every so often, and it's not to be rude and invade her privacy, but while I'm still paying for everything she needs, it's my business. And I make it my business. And of course, most teens are like, once I turn this out, it's none of your business what I do. No, fruitcake, you still live in my house. I'm still paying all the bills and making sure that you live every day and have a roof over your head. It is my business. Your life and what you're doing is my business. And I don't ask very often, but I'll look over and peek at what she's doing. Make sure that everything is all good. I pay attention to her facial expressions and her body language. I notice when it changes and it's like, is somebody making you mad? Did somebody say something that upset you? What's going on? So that she knows that even if nothing's going on, she's just got that resting face that's just like, I'm right now, that I'm paying attention to her. She knows that at that moment, she has my attention. If something's wrong, she can talk to me about it. If everything's all good, then she still knows that I was paying attention enough to notice. And I'm not just ignoring her, even though she's off in her own little world doing her own thing. I pay attention. You should pay attention too. I see so many parents out there, well, why did they do this? And why did they do that? And if only, if only, if only. Well, how about we stop the if only and fix it now before it becomes a if only? I mean, you brought them into this world, or you chose to adopt them, or however it worked out for you. So, what makes you think that that's it? You just pop them out and that's it? No, there is a lot more to being a parent. Maybe you didn't like how your parents raised you, but you're still here, ain't you? You may have not liked all their rules, but in the areas where you know you should have listened and you didn't, how did it work out for you? Did it like make your dreams come true, or did you find yourself in a really big crap ton of hell? Because I can honestly say there is a lot of things my mama and my daddy told me I shouldn't do, people I shouldn't be around, things I shouldn't experiment with. And of course, me being a typical teenager, I thought, well, whatever, you guys don't know anything. I can tell you now, as a mother myself, there are a lot of things that I wish I had listened to, but it's too late now. I can't go back and I can't fix them. All I can do is make sure that I am even more dedicated to making sure that my kids don't make those same mistakes. And the thing that so many parents fail to do nowadays is they fail to be blunt and straightforward with their kids. They want to hide things. They want to sugarcoat things. In my household, we firmly believe if they're old enough to ask the question, what is it?
They're old enough to get the answer.
And not no petty little answer, not no sugar-coated, you're not old enough for this. Oh my God. No, but a legit answer. The truth. My kids know everything I've done in my past. They know everything I've been through, the horrific, the good, the bad, the ugly, and all the in-betweens. They know every detail because I shared it with them. I wanted to be an open book and be honest with them so that if ever a situation arises that seems similar, they know that they can come and talk to me about it because Mama's already been there, done that, got the tattoos to prove it. And that's just a pun because I got a lot of tattoos. Anyway. Plus, I want them to remember when they're approached with that situation. Oh my gosh. This is something my mom went through. And it wasn't good. It didn't go good for her. And you know what? I don't want that for me. So, no thank you. But again, parents today just want to sugarcoat it, make it seem like life is all sunshine and rainbows, and then when their kid falls flat on their ass and has no idea how to cope with it, well, apparently neither do the parents, because they spend so much time lying and sweet-talking and babying and pampering that they don't know how to help their kid through it. No. My kids fall down and scrape their knee. Yeah, I go running to them because, hello, that's my kid. But once I see that they haven't busted their face completely open and have half their brain hanging out of their head, I'm like, okay. And I stop a few feet away from them and I look at them and they're looking at me screaming, crying, tears flooding down their face, blood coming out their knee. And I'm like, okay, stand up. And they're like, but it hurts. Stand up. And they do. It takes them a little bit. And I might be mean in how I say it. If people hear me, they might say the same thing. And you know what? I don't really care. Because I'm teaching my kids something. Get up. And it might take them a few, like I said, but then they get up. And I'm like, come here. And they hobble to me. It's like, okay. And I take a look at them like, it's all right. Let's go get it cleaned up. By the time we get to the house to get it cleaned up, they're on to the sniffle part now. They're... And we get it all cleaned up. And it's like, see, you're okay. You walked it off. We got all the dust and dirt out. You're fine. And guess what? They go right back to playing like nothing happened. It's teaching my kids to get up. When life knocks them down, get up. You may have fallen on the ground, but you sure as hell don't belong there. Get up and keep moving. Life is always going to knock you down, whether it's in words, actions, or deeds. The best thing you can do is get the hell up and keep going. Life is a struggle. It's always going to be. People are always going to talk shit about you. People are always going to make you feel like you're worthless and that you don't belong. That's them and a reflection of who they are, not you, unless you really truly are an asshole. Then I feel no remorse for you whatsoever, except whoever treated you the way they did to turn you into a total asshole, I am so sorry. You may never hear from them, but someone is better than no one. So I am sorry that they treated you so horribly that your resort was to turn into a complete asshole and treat other people like shit. It ain't right. But now that you're an adult and you are in charge of how people treat you by telling them how you want to be treated and expecting nothing less, now that doesn't mean to be conceited and snobby, because there's a difference in saying you won't talk to me like that because I don't deserve it, and saying, well, that's because I'm better than you. Now, no. Respectfully explain to people how you wish to be treated and expect nothing less. If they can't treat you with the respect you're asking for, and you're not treating them with the same respect that you're asking for, which everything, one way streets get very lonely, okay? You can't expect respect if you don't give some. Cut those people out of your life because you don't need them. You want the ones that will encourage you, lift you up, build you up, and tell you to get up off the floor and keep moving. Because someday you will quit moving. Hopefully when you're old and gray and die just of natural causes, not because you were an asshole or because people were an asshole to you. Same goes for kids that are being bullied. If any kids are watching this, excuse the profanity, but I get very excited about things that are important to me. Look at those bullies when they're calling you ugly, homeless, worthless, whatever. Look at them and be like, you know what? I'm sorry for whoever hurt you. I'm sorry that somebody hurt you that bad that you feel the need to take it out on me. And no, right now, maybe I'm not a whole lot of anything to you or a lot of people, but I'm something important to myself. I'm something important to those who love me. And you may not see them right now, but they're around and they'd be really hurt if something happened to me. I'm not going to let you hurt me with your words. And you walk away. And you might think, well, what if they're being physical? Then you go to any and every adult you can, and you keep saying the same thing. Every time they put their hands on you and they make it physical, you go to another adult and another adult and another adult and another and another and another until somebody listens. Don't take your own life. That ain't cool either. That's just leaving your pain for somebody else. I know I've covered a lot of topics in one video, but that's because I was kind of bored. Waiting for my honey to cook dinner, but he's still playing his game. I just want the world to be truly a better place. And everybody wants to talk about making the world a better place, yet nobody does anything to make that happen. And for those that do try, we all need to get on the same page, because the world we're starting to leave for our future generations, we want to blame the future generation for being horrible and what they're going to put us through, yet we're the ones teaching them. You know, everybody's like, oh, these damn millennials. Well, who's raising them? Hello? Somebody's got to be teaching them and educating them and all that stuff, right? And as I was always taught as a kid, the education starts at home. Be better. Do better so that the future generations will follow. Because as you can see, they're not following such a good path, and it's because of the path we're leaving for them. So, I've asked this in a few other videos, so I'm going to ask again. Any comments on topics, ideas, want more in-depth on the things I've talked about, or want to do a back and forth, or whatever, drop it in the comments. And I am going to share this to Facebook. Some people may like it, some may not. Either way, I don't care, because nobody's opinion matters but mine. And, I'm pretty sure my parents will probably see this. And I love you, Mom and Dad. But you guys know me well enough to know I'm one strong-headed, stubborn child. But I also know that you wouldn't love me as much as you do if I was any less than myself. So, because that's how you raised me to be. You raised me to be me. Wacky, crazy, opinionated, and stubborn as hell. Maybe that's one of the reasons I've made it this far in life. But, in all honesty, not even my parents' opinion of what I say matters in the end, because it's my opinion. They have theirs, you have yours, I have mine. We can always agree to disagree, and that's the joy of being an adult or being a human being in general, is agree to disagree and be okay with that. So, leave a comment if you want to. Maybe like, subscribe, and share if you'd like to do that too. But I am going to go for now. And as I say at the end of every video, be kind to yourself, because that is the most important thing you can do. And be kind to others. Be blessed in all you do. Love the Hoyt family.